missed you guys so much, and no, I did not go anywhere. I did not leave. I am still here. The truth is, I did not have a voice. So I feel like we need to catch up before we dive into decorating and all the things. Do you want to sit with me? You want to say hello? You guys miss Carl also? So the last time I saw you, we had just landed in Disney. And my intention was to vlog a ton and to share a bunch of stuff. And we thoroughly enjoyed, I will say that. The full trip was amazing. It turned into an incredibly memorable family trip. I'm very pleased to report that my little brother, has been bit with the Disney bug. So has his entire family. They had the best time. We had the best time with them. We just fully enjoyed. We did not film anything. I did film like some little snippets as like a family memory, so I can share a little bit of that, but it was never to be seen on the internet. It's just, I'm going to give it to them for Christmas and show them like a little family memory video. But if you can hear it in my voice or in my nasal passages, for the past week after, like we literally landed home and it was a quick trip to Disney. We land home and anybody else get sick right after Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving? So I actually lost my voice. So not only was I sick, I couldn't film. I had no voice, nothing to do with voiceover, nothing to be able to talk. So that's where I've been. I have been posting daily short videos since the beginning of December. And it's just like a little daily vlog of like what I'm doing behind the scenes and really the real life. Because I feel like, especially not on this platform, but on short form content, all you see is people's perfect houses that are decorated for Christmas and none of the chaos. And I'm like, that's not what my house looks like. So if I can just share a little bit of realistic holiday prep, I'm happy to do so. So it's literally the behind the scenes of my decorating. So I have a concept for the porch, which you need to see, and we're going to go into that today. I'm still going through it a little bit. I'm much better, but I'm still going through it. We're going to do the porch. I need to turn on all the lights. And I do have a concept for the railing. So you guys had helped with that in, I think, one of the last videos. So it's been kind of a whirlwind the past couple of weeks. But no, I always see the comments of like, are you not posting anymore? Are you not like, yeah, this will always be home. This is like my landing space. This is my safe space with you guys. I love it here. I can chat. I cannot fit my thoughts into 30 some seconds. So while I do have a goal of posting every single day and doing like a little mini vlog behind the scenes, short form, yes, this will forever be. And in terms of, I keep seeing these comments of, are you not doing Vlogmas? I did a little bit of recon because I have never used the word Vlogmas in my life. And I was like, where is this coming from? So Vlogmas apparently is this thing that like TikTokers do, I guess, where they do a little vlog every single day. So I guess if you want to call it that, sure. I've done Jollidays where I did a daily video throughout December, but there is no way, shape, or form, and I would never encourage someone to do this, to do daily videos throughout October, pause, have a full Disney vacation, be incredibly sick, and then jump right on the bandwagon and do daily videos throughout December. Unless you're Superwoman, I don't think that that's possible. So, and run a business. So there's a lot happening. There is literally a full pile of things right here that you cannot see. There is so much happening behind the scenes, so many good things, so much innovation and things that are going to blow your mind through 2026, but you'll get to see it in 2025. And I can't really show you anything right now. No, I can't. Because I'll actually get in big trouble. So I'm very excited about all the things to come for the holidays and headed into the new year. So without further ado, we have a ton of errands to run today. So I'm in my jammies. I got like a little bit ready just to make myself feel normal. Andre and I are going to go to brunch. We're going to do groceries. Fun fact about us, we've always had this goal since we were younger to do our like weekend things on a weekday, kind of like a retired couple. And that's kind of what we do now. So we usually go out on either Tuesdays or Thursdays, just like middle of the week, and we'll do a little brunch and we will do some shopping. And there's so much stuff that we have to get. We have to do Christmas shopping and gifts for our families. And I'm on the hunt for certain decorative pieces. I cannot wait to show you the porch. I'm so excited. You know how for in the fall we had like themes for every single room? We're going to have themes for every single section of the house again, but the porch is going to be next level. So I can't wait to show you that. So let's start our day with going to do some errands, and then we'll come back here. I have no idea how long today's outings are going to take, but we're going to go out and about and come back here, settle, and do some holiday decorating. So I cannot wait to hang out with you guys and just spend some good quality time together. So if that's something you want to see, then just keep watching. It has been a very mild winter right up until now. So we just got our very first big drop of snow and it looks amazing. These are the reasons why we moved out here, to have just a beautiful winter and to fully enjoy the holidays and just all the beauty of it. So with that said, we are leaving the country today and headed into town. So like I mentioned, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, middle of the week, we usually go to brunch and we do a little bit of shopping, we do our groceries, and we just run our errands during the week. It's a lot quieter, it's just very enjoyable, and we just call it like a little special day, especially during the holidays, because I get to look at all the decorations and we get to shop for gifts for our loved ones, and it's just so fun. The difference in levels of snow between where we live and in the city is always jarring. We literally live in a snow globe compared to the city. So we usually go to the mall for brunch. We love this little spot that we go to, and what we get totally varies on our mood. Sometimes we go really healthy and sometimes we get stuff like this that's absolutely insane. So right now I am completely off of coffee. I started doing that early November, and right now I just drink either tea all the time, or if we go out to brunch, I like to get decaf. And you know what's crazy? I don't even miss it. It all feels the same. And I feel like Andre is going to start kind of following. He started getting half calf. So this is a little thing I did for my health and for hydration and for just my sanity. And it's actually incredible. So after brunch, we shopped around. There was a lot of little Christmas markets and Christmas shops that had opened up in the mall, which was so special and so cute, and just like really unique gifts, which I love finding that for loved ones. And my family is like a bunch of Christmas freaks, so it's so easy to shop for them, as well as our nieces and nephews, because we are in fact large children ourselves. So I was enamored by all of these treasures. So in this shop, we were shopping for my mother-in-law, and this is like a little bespoke shop in the mall that's all local stuff, and I figured it would be perfect. But does anybody else struggle to shop for others and not buy anything for themselves? It is so hard. It's like one for you, one for me. I love it all. I love that little reindeer. I will say Home Goods this trip had a couple of good things, but nothing really like, oh my gosh, I need this right now. I feel like it's already picked over by this point, to be honest. Still a fair amount of items, and I will say to the Americans following, you guys have no idea what a HomeSense or Home Goods looks like in Canada. You would be appalled. You would literally be like, what even is this? There's nothing on the shelves. Whenever I go to HomeSense or Winners in America, your shelves are so stocked. It's insane. So we headed from there to Michael's. I did get a couple of good finds, which I'll share with you. And then we went to Michael's. They had this really awesome area that was so perfect for what I'm trying to do in the porch. But can I just tell you, and I don't know if you agree with this, the prices are out of control. Even with buy one, get one free. Like, I understand that they price it for that, so it's already priced high, so that then buy one, get one free. Regardless, insane. I think that little book says $50. There was these little felt, $40. There was these little felt reindeers. These are $40. In what world? I'm sorry. We're not. No, that's crazy. These, however, were $9.99. Yes, so much yes, you're coming with. So I got a lot of questions about the tinsel that I've been using because I've been posting some shorts about all of the tinsel garland. I have an opinion. The Walmart ones are really good, and I'm going to show them to you because they're not super duper long, but they're so pretty, and the price on these is incredible. Like, Walmart decor this year slayed. And here's the thing, again, US versus Canada, we all have different stuff. So last year I got this really, really cute Abominable Snowman mug, and apparently it was only in Canada, which, you know what, just give us the win. We never have stuff that's better than you guys, so just let us have this little win. I am obsessed. So here's what I'm going for. I'm just gonna let you in on the secret. I'm going for like a very retro, nostalgic, vintage Christmas. So anything that's kind of like a tchotchke or like tacky Christmas, there's apparently a word for it if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm going for this year, only in one area of the house. So from there we went to groceries. How cute is this little tree? I asked Andre if we could get a real tree. He's like, if you really want to, we can. I was like, listen, I think we have enough trees. So I wanted to get some cookies, some eggnog. Oh my God, I got the best eggnog. And by the way, this is the drive going home. Like, can we just take a moment? I love where we live so much. Like, it feels like we go home to like a vacation. So Carl was waiting for us. It was already dark by the time we got home. So we live in the north, obviously. So it gets dark starting at like 3:30. That's probably what time it is here, maybe 3. And then it's pitch black by 4:30. Carl was hyped, like he loves the snow. The only thing is he doesn't last very long, which we're going to talk about that in a little minute because we got something when we were out and about. So usually I put a jacket on him, but we took him out really quickly. I knew it wouldn't last very long, and then I bring him right back inside. But I did get something for him at Walmart that was phenomenal. If you follow on TikTok or even on here, I posted a short version of it. So then I got into my cozies. I have this little onesie. I got into my cozies and I made some, like a little bowl of popcorn. See, that's the abominable snowman, but that's the bowl version of the mug I was talking about. So cute. And then we did receive a couple packages while we were gone. We order a lot of our gifts. It's just easier. And see, this is an example. I bought a gift for my husband and it's from Sephora. And I know he's going to watch this. Andre, stop watching what I got you for Christmas. And then I got myself some stuff because I couldn't help it. So along with giving up coffee, I have also given up alcohol. So I got these little mocktail ideas. I actually asked ChatGPT to like help me out with it because I don't love a sweet drink. I love a savory drink. So I make like a mock martini. I've been doing this for a couple weeks now, and honestly, it's going really well. And again, just for my sanity, for my health, longevity, skin, health, all the things. So there isn't really any rhyme or reason. I just felt like doing it. And yeah, so I do like a lime lemon bubbly or a plain bubbly with either a garnish of like lemon, a little touch of kombucha because it kind of gives it like that boozy taste. And I'll even sometimes put like an olive in it. And I always put it in a pretty glass, like a festive pretty glass. Don't ask me why. I love it. And I'm just more hydrated that way. So this is the progress on the house. This is the progress on the porch. I love this room so much. So here's my vision. I feel like I can finally just start talking about this because I asked you guys if you could guess. If you have ever seen these viral bars on TikTok or on Instagram or here on YouTube of like, I went to a Jolly Holidays themed bar or whatever it would be, that's what I'm going for, is like these crazy decorated over the top, like tchotchke, tacky Christmas, but like retro Christmas bar. So I rolled the bar cart into the porch because I want everything to be contained and chaotic in this room. And I just have this feeling that hosting in here is going to be such a vibe, as well as working or just hanging out and having a cocktail in here. And it's just such a cozy, it's my favorite room in the house. It's such a cozy room and it's just so cute. And fun fact, it was a more recent add-on to the house. So it's the most recent part of the house. If you've ever seen me, I talked about it, I think, on like short form, but we have a wine cellar right below it. So that was all built after the fact of the house. So just a cool little factoid. It's just a cozy little room. It actually has like no heat going to it other than floor heaters. So it does require the doors to stay open and for me to heat the little room, but it's such a cozy little room. It has its own little fireplace. It's just the cutest thing. So I figured let's deck the halls with a crazy amount of tinsel, garland, retro ornaments. So I got the retro ornament that's hanging is from Michael's this year, and it's just made out of like a plastic. So it's unbreakable, which I love. And I got this garland from Michael's and just different ornaments. And I figured I could hang that from the rafters. Listen, we kind of started developing this through the fall because I started doing like a Morticia's garden. I was like, this could go on a whole other level for the holidays. These giant light bulbs are also from Walmart. Incredible. We took a break to eat. I went pretty late into the night with decorating, like probably till 8 p.m. I take my time with decorating. I just enjoy myself. Andre started cooking for us. We decided to have like a pasta dinner. Here we're just discussing, do you ever watch Christmas movies as a kid and now you're watching them as an adult and you're like, I completely misunderstood that. So when Tim Allen says, when I wake up, I'm getting a CAT scan, as a kid, I did not understand what he was saying. Like, I thought it was like he knew what gifts he was getting from Santa, or so. I did not understand. It's just so funny rewatching like Home Alone and the Santa Claus as a full-grown adult, because I was like, I did not grasp that when I was little. So Andre is just helping me get everything ready. We usually make a pretty big salad with our dinner also. This is like such a good health hack just to make a delicious salad. And the key to a delicious salad is cheese, but make it healthy cheese. So we do low-fat feta, and I also add some pepperoncinos, like just some hot banana peppers or pepperoncinos, like pickled. Delicious, and it kind of adds to the dressing that way. The other tip I have for dressing is we always just put like a teaspoon of pesto, like a fresh made pesto with some lemon juice, and that way you're not using like a bunch of dressing every day. Carl's a part of it. And yeah, we just made like a simple pasta dish from scratch, like our own little concoction, and we kind of love it. We've gotten back on a spaghetti kick too. I stopped having spaghetti noodles for the longest time. It was always like rotini or other like fancy, and now we're like, let's just go back to spaghettini. Actually, yeah, angel hair, not spaghetti, but still. This is our new routine. We set up at the little banquette. So for the longest time we were having dinner in the porch, but right now it's a little bit under construction with my decorating. So we sit in the banquette in the kitchen, which is actually the warmest room in the house because we're right above the furnace. So cozy. And we have been watching Only Murders in the Building. I think we're on to season 4. I do think we're going to pause once we're done this season and start watching some Christmas movies because I feel so behind on Christmas movie watching. But this show, you guys had suggested it. We love it. But here's the thing. I love Martin Short so much. So that was the end of our evening. And then I figured I would take you into the next day, as promised, because this is going to be like vlogs. It's not just like one day. There was more snow overnight. So this is Carl's little jacket. And he was very cozy in it. So we bought a cute little sled. I had this idea of like, what if we get this sled? I had one of these when I was little and I was like, he would totally sit in that. The only thing I think I need to add for him is his little blankets that he loves, which are the ones that mommy and daddy designed. Love that he loves our blankets. All pets love our blankets. We did a pet contest for the Daily Grind. Our blankets are like, listen, humans love our blankets, but pets love our blankets. Carl's obsessed with them. So look at him. So his little feet got cold. We put him in the sled. He wasn't like, the fact that he's staying in it means that he likes it, but I think he just needs a blanket in there. But he, oh my gosh, so cute. So yeah, I got that at Walmart. Such a good find. And they were flying off the shelves, those sleds. It was so popular. So I put on a good movie. I loved this movie as a kid. Like this was one of my favorite movies. So I lined up everything in the kitchen. I do this every season for different holidays and different themes. I will empty out all of my bins and I will put the theme of just what I found throughout the bin. So let's say there was like the cupcake and a couple different pink things in one bin mixed with others. I'll just try to like divide and conquer. So I'll put some items in the kitchen if I know that that's where it's going to be. And it just kind of helps me visualize what I'm going to be doing, if that makes sense. And then I get a lot less overwhelmed. And that way I can empty out the bins. And coming from someone that has like, I don't know, 30 to 40 Christmas bins, it works really well. So I was going for a Mrs. Claus's kitchen kind of theme, and I have all this pink stuff. So little cupcakes. Some of these are from Disney World. Those are from the German pavilion. Some of them are from my bachelorette party. So I did a Marie Antoinette bachelorette party, not a typical bachelorette party, more just like we all had like some little macaroons. We went to a little shop. My sister made a cake for me. It was very cute. We did not do the traditional like Vegas strippers, all that type of stuff. I mean, if that's your jam, have at it. But it was very like cutesy and very girly. And then we all went to dinner anyways. So yeah, that was all the decorations from that. These little ceramic gingerbread houses that are also little storage containers were perfect for the theme. So I was bouncing back and forth between, pause, this is my favorite part. He's so cute. And it's so mean, but it's so funny. I die every time. Oh my God, it's so cute. So on this area, I was going to do like a peppermint hot chocolate Mrs. Claus's Cookie Co. type of theme. So I put all the red and white stuff over there, as well as all the chocolatey looking things, and then the pink stuff on the other shelves. And you know what I love about our house? I can put nails in the wall and no one cares. Because the wood is so, I don't know, rustic and I don't know, vintage. It's worn, okay? So it does not matter if there is a hole in the wall, which I love. So anytime that I'm like, hey, this would look better elevated, I don't even have to consult my husband. He just hears the hammers and he's like, well, there she goes. So I hung up this little sign. I've had this sign forever and I love it. And I will say, I don't think Michael's had anything like this year. So my dad taught me that if you're trying to just level things out, you don't have to take the nail completely out. You can just move the nail up or down, like hammer upwards or downwards to try and get it to level out. So I have all these cute like Mr. and Mrs. Claus little things. I have these candy garlands. Again, so much of this is accumulated over the past almost 10 years, probably more because I had some of this, like I said, when Andre and I first got married. I had some of this whenever I was living at my parents' house, like accumulated over the years. Now, every year I do try and clean some stuff out and I donate some stuff. You will notice a lot less Ray done. There is still a couple pieces though, but over the years I do try and clean stuff out. This is new. I got this last year. I got one for my mom and for me. It is actually my grandmother's Christmas pudding recipe and I had it printed on a tea towel and I wanted to display it. I just didn't know how I wanted to do it and I obviously do not want to get it dirty. So I just put a little pinhole of a nail through it And then I hammered it to the wall. Same with the apron. I hammered that to the wall. And that I can actually use. I'll use that apron whenever I'm cooking. It's like my little Mrs. Claus apron. Moved the plants out of the window. I'm going to bring them in the basement in my workstation area. Hopefully they get enough light down there. And then I had these little bows that I thought were perfect because there's 3 windows in the kitchen. So I put 1 bow per window. And then I had this little peppermint towelette that I thought was so cute. Perfect for the little coffee bar area. Love that. My brother and his wife got me this little tree, so I thought that would be really cute to add some height onto the shelves. I'm never done, but I feel like it needs more. I know, you're like, they're full. What else can you do? We'll figure it out. This is my little Chip and Dale area. I don't think I'm gonna use these well, maybe I'll use them. But yeah, I wanted to do like a little Chip and Dale area because Dale usually hangs out there. I haven't seen him in a really long time. But there is, oh my gosh, there's a new chipmunk, and he is not going away for the winter. He keeps coming out. I named him Theodore because he's so little, but he's so chubby. And he is probably, okay, Dale can't hear this, but he is one of the cutest chipmunks I have ever seen in my life. So I keep giving him a little bowl. I just leave it out by the basement door. Cutest little guy. So this is the progress on the pink area. So that's just around the corner. So I put all of the pink and like gingerbread-esque stuff over here. And then I had these cute little icicles that I had no idea where to put. Hung those from the window. And then I had this little cutting board. Tiered tray is also from my bachelorette party. Should I say my bridal shower? I kind of combined both together. And then just a quick tiered tray moment. I'm going to fix this up later, but I wanted to do like a penguin kind of wintry type of theme. My husband brought home a Christmas tree for me. So this is the progress on the mantle. I always say mantle. If you have ever heard me say it is a railing, I'm sorry. There's so many different parts to the house, and sometimes I misspeak. Railing, but there is going to be progress on that very soon, and I do have an idea. So I got him at Walmart. I got a reindeer. I got a little version of that Santa. Look at the tree. It's not, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's better in person. I don't know why. The camera doesn't pick up. I'm sure it still looks great to you, but I just want you to know it looks even better in person. So this is the progress on the room so far. It's supposed to be, like I said, a very jolly Christmas bar. This is very jolly. This is my boozy bar cart. Or inspired by Jock's Hangar Bar at Disney Springs. So just chaos. Absolute chaos. So this tree. Raise your hand if you have followed since 2020. Or before 2020. So in 2020, I decided to surprise my in-laws and I decorated their cottage for them. And I shared it. So this was the tree that I had decorated. They decided to get a new tree this year. I was like, listen, do not give that tree away because I love that tree. And she's like, no problemo. I will send it your way. So Andre went to pick it up. I love this tree so much. So it's called a twinkly tree, but it actually will like play music as well. It has, I think, 4 color settings, and I was freaking out because I thought it only had white lights. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. I need the colorful lights. So it did. It had twinkling colorful lights. It was so perfect. And then I got just regular incandescent lights from Walmart as well. So good. Again, to add to the chaos. I found these jelly beans. What are they called? No, they're not jelly beans. Gummy bears. I promise. I can speak properly. They're gummy bears. I found them online years ago, and I always put them in the little cups. And then these are the little martini picks for like garnishes and stuff. And then, of course, the eggnog cups. And I love this little thing. Whenever my nieces and nephews come, I'm like, hey, you can turn on the lights. It doesn't actually do anything. It's like a light switch to, yeah. Maybe it does. I don't think it does anything. Someone told me, though, that it actually attaches somehow to your lights, which I'm not convinced because I think it was like $10. So I started Googling these like Christmas bars, and what they did on the tinsel garland is they would like hang stuff from the ends that were hanging. So I was like, okay, we can do that. So I grabbed all of the retro ornaments that I had and just hung them from the ends. And this is me throwing the tinsel garland over the rafters. I just tied it to one of these. I made these long candies. So I kind of did like, I felt like an Olympian. Like, what's the javelin? Javelin? Is that how you say it? That's how it felt. And I missed many times. So the version on TikTok that you guys might have seen, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I would have missed so many times. I'm like, this is the beauty of short form. Everybody only sees the perfect rendition. No, there was so many misses that happened. So this is what these little guys look like turned on. I think that Santa looks phenomenal. I think the reindeer is not my favorite, but there was no way to turn them on in the store. Listen, they were not that expensive, so it's not the end of the world, but they're giving tchotchke tacky Christmas, which I love. So this is the room before I went next level, and I know you're thinking you went more than that. Yes. And I'm still gonna keep going. I know. So I had another string of colored lights that I figured I could, these are way easier to throw over the rafters than the garland. I don't even need a ladder. So I tossed some lights all around, and everything is on a switch, so I love it. And we're just gonna keep adding to this, and you're gonna be a part of it for the long haul. I hope you guys enjoyed spending the day together. I missed you all so much. Definitely comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what you wanna see next, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, dudes.